And then question number 4. Chris is willing to pay $40 for a haircut. Her stylist, Dezaray, is willing to accept as little as $25 for a haircut. Question number 1. If the city where Chris and Dezaray live instituted a tax service that included $5 per haircut, that stylist and barbers had to pay, what is the possible price that will make them better off? So the options are A, $28, B, $32, and C, $42. And our junior economic tutor said the answer is 32. And the answer is when the price is $32, the tax paid is $5. Then Chris gained a benefit of $8 because he was willing to pay $40 and he only paid $32. And Dezaray has a benefit of $2 because after the tax that she needs to pay, her willingness to accept would have been $30 and she charged $32, so she accepted $2. So let's just write that down. So a price 32 Chris's benefit equals 40 minus 32 equals 8, and Dezaray equals 32 minus 5 plus 25. And the reason it's 5 plus 25, she's willing to accept 25 before the tax. So after the tax that she needs to pay, her new willingness to accept would be 30, and that equals 2. Now, if we had a price of 42 instead of 32, so let's see the other options. If we had a price of 42 instead of 32, then Chris's benefit, he doesn't really have a benefit, it's negative, so he's not better off at all. Dezaray, on the other hand, would be 42, so we'll just say Dezaray was 42 minus 5 plus 25 equals 12, and she's extremely better off than if the price was 32. But since the question is asking which will make them both better off, C can't be our answer. And if the price was 28, Chris's benefit is 40 minus 28 equals 12. Desiray's benefit is 28 minus 5 plus 25 equals negative 2. So Chris is better off, but Dezaray isn't. So the price can't be 28 either. So the correct answer, like our tutor said, is B. For question 2, if the city where Chris and Dezaray live instituted a tax on services that included a $20 per haircut tax that stylists and barbers had to pay, what is the possible price that will make both of them better off? So our tutor here said $45, and the price is 45. Then a tax of 20 will not make Chris better off because the price is 45 and he's only willing to pay 40. And so the price of will not make Chris better off because the price of 45 is more than the price which she is willing to pay for a haircut. On the other hand, after deducting the tax, Dezaray is left with $25, so it makes her better off. Question is asking what will make both of them better off. And let's just put this out again. So our tutor said it was C, but let's just check all of them again. So if the price was $30, Chris's benefit, so this is Chris, is $10. Desiray's benefit is Desiree's benefit is 20, and she's willing to accept 25, which is equal to 30 minus 45 equals to negative 15. So she isn't well off at all, and this is Dezaray. And then, so we're going with a no for A of $30. The price was $35. Again, Chris is still well off with $5. Dezaray, on the other hand, that's because it's 35 minus 45. Dezaray is still not well off because she's losing more. She's losing money in that scenario. So we're not going to agree with that either. And for C, which is $45, let's see, Chris, his willingness to pay is 40, minus 45, so he's not well off here. And Dezaray is 45. Sorry. Let's just put Dezaray over here. Her benefit is 45 minus 20 plus 25 equals 0. So she isn't better off, but she's not losing money. And our tutor said C was the correct answer here. Don't necessarily agree with this. Actually, no, yeah, she is better off because she's making exactly what she's charging after she pays the tax. But it doesn't make Chris better off at all. So, but out of all the options, in the first option, Dezaray was losing $15. Second option, she was losing 10. In this option, Chris is losing 5. So, out of all the options, if we had to pick, we'll take $45 as our best effort to make both of them happy. If this were all their choices. But Chris probably wouldn't get a haircut if they were charging $45. So we'll say C is fine. And question number 3. When compare the outcomes of $5 and $20, which of the following is correct? Chris will get a haircut from Dezaray in both cases. Probably would not. Chris will get a haircut from Dezaray if the tax is $5, but not if it's 20. And Chris will not get a haircut from Dezaray in either case. So if the tax is $5, Chris is getting a haircut for sure. But if it's $20, because they'll be charging him $45, and his willingness to pay is $40, he wouldn't. So B is the correct answer here. Chris will get a haircut from Dezaray if the tax is $5, but not if the tax is $20. So correct.